The highway drive from Catania to Melilli is quite breathtaking, with views of Mount Etna and the towns on its foothill. While ascending the hill to arrive to the historic center of town, we admired the views of the Ionian Sea and the coastline. In Melilli, we found a robust downtown full of friendly people.
Salve, questo è pane locale?
Pane di casa.
Pane di casa. Anche biscotti, vero? Sì.
Some gorgeous churches, Baroque buildings, spacious public space, and magical panorama of the seacoast. Walking around town, you can get a feel of its antiquity. Located in the province of Siracusa, between the cities of Augusta and Siracusa, Melilli, because of its hilltop position, played an important role historically. Also, due to its abundant, fertile soil and natural beauty, there's evidence people have lived in the area since the Bronze Age. In fact, the area is known for cattle breeding and products like citrus fruits, grapes, carrots, olives, and apples. The name Melilli comes from the Latin mellum, meaning apple. Among the most important buildings are the Mother Church dedicated to Saint Nicola, the Municipal Building, and the Church of Saint Sebastiano. There's even a church dedicated to Saint Sebastian in Middletown, Connecticut, built by all the migrants from Melilli. Much more on this in a bit. In the Byzantine era, Melilli's population grew significantly because people were attracted to its strategic position and sought protection following the Arab and Berber raids around 800 AD. The current structure and urban appearance of the city also began in this period. During the feudal period, Melilli was a fief of several princes and barons until 1406, when it was passed to the royal state. In 1466, it became a barony of the Moncadas, who maintained it until 1812. In fact, the name Moncada is a prevalent family name in the area. It is from Melilli that Emanuele Moncada, his wife Santa Bartolotta Moncada, and their 5 children emigrated to the United States between 1909 and 1914. They left tough economic times in Sicily for a dream of a better future. One of those children was Francis Moncada, who was 15 at the time. The family settled in Lawrence, Massachusetts, and worked in the mills. Emanuele was an arborist, and when he immigrated to Lawrence, he had a farm in Methuen. He was also active in the Bread and Roses textile strike in Lawrence in 1912, advocating for better conditions and pay for workers. But many also migrated from Melilli to Middletown, Connecticut. The Church of Saint Sebastiano, dating back to the 1700s, is the best known and most significant in town. It is so important that the Sicilians who emigrated to Middletown built a place of worship in that community dedicated to the saint. By 1920, there were enough people from Melilli and the surrounding areas in Middletown to build this church and continue their worship of Saint Sebastian. The Church of Melilli has 3 naves, 3 arches on the top that hold 3 bells, the metalworks on the entrance depict the life of Saint Sebastian. Inside is a striking splendor, starting with the ceiling. The patron saint of Melilli, Sebastian, is celebrated on May 3rd and 4th. On the murals next to the church, there are depictions from past celebrations. Steps from the church is the municipal building. The Comune was once the site of a monastery of San Benedetto. It is a splendid and spacious building, and across it there's coffee shops and gelaterias where people can sit outside and enjoy the movement of everyday life. The public space across the church has remarkable views of the seacoast and the industrial development, which we will take you to in just a bit. Locals saunter along the walkway, sit on benches, and enjoy the panorama of the seacoast. From this spot, you can even make out Mount Etna. Are you enjoying this video? Please hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to this channel. The mother church dedicated to Saint Nicola is on the other side of town. Along the way, we admired the ancient beauty of the town. As I always say, make sure you look up and down and around when visiting these cities, as there is plenty to marvel at. Built from limestone, the Mother Church is the oldest in town. Construction began in the 1300s, dating back to the Norman era. After the earthquake of 1693, when much of the town was destroyed, it was rebuilt in this Sicilian Baroque style. On the way down the hill, we met this volunteer intent on keeping the statue of Padre Pio clean and pristine. Why do you volunteer your time cleaning the statue? I asked the old-timer.
E perché fai questo volontario?
Poi te lo spiego.
He answered, because this way I have a friend in heaven. Great answer. We cannot finish the story of Melilli without talking about the industrial zones covering 40 kilometers, including the towns of Melilli, Priolo, and Augusta. Between 1948 and 1976, numerous chemical and petrochemical industries, oil refining, and energy-producing companies were built several miles from the center of town. This has caused significant health and environmental problems in the area. But since the mid-80s, the activity in this area has been reduced. Melilli. Alfred and I highly recommend you put this little town on your list when visiting Sicily. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on another episode of You, Me, and Sicily. Oh, and don't forget to check out our Facebook page, You, Me, and Sicily. Ciao!